Michigan, and Auburn just hit a three. Well, not what you want, and Auburn leads in Atlanta. Winner is going to take on State, the Spartans, in the Elite Eight on Sunday. And if Michigan wins that game, we'll have that game. When Michigan wins this game, we'll have that game. Excuse me. Oh, we'll move the ball. There's Vlad. Vlad to the right corner. We'll also do all the rest of the college games in the winter season after this today for the last women's game of the Sweet 16 today, as well as the Penn State game going on in hockey. I think there's about like 5 minutes left in the second. It's 4-1 Penn State in that one. There's Auburn moving with the basketball, and it goes off the rim, and we'll carry it. What's up, Trent? How you doing? And off the baseline, the jumper, good! We tie it at 3. Donaldson from the corner. And it is 3-3. Winner takes on State. Jones for 3, no good. And Vlad with the rebound. I think that they needed a new coach, but this early is weird. You know you're still going on the rebuild. He probably didn't want a rebuild. So it is 5-3. Wolverines right now. Auburn setting up. Back out to the top of the key. Out to the corner. Thinks about a three-pointer. They'll go for 3 and hit it. 6-3 Auburn. 6-5 Auburn, excuse me. Driving in off the rim, and here comes Auburn again. They almost turn it over. Behind the back, twisting layup, good. Well, the thing is we're basically on the road in this game. It's at Atlanta, and the Auburn fans always travel well there. Denver Jones lays it up and in. A guy that is from Alabama, but went to school in Memphis. No good on a rebound. They are voracious on the boards and lead by 3, 8-5. Back out at the left corner. Pull-up shot, no good off the glass. By the way, we're about 18 minutes away from the the Purdue-Houston game, which we'll also talk about. But Denver Jones with the lay-in. Auburn also draws a foul. They are up 8-5, 15:52 to go in the opening half. Parlayed Michigan State. Well, State won, so that's good. Okay, let me go up so I can do other broadcasts. Right now, Penn State, as we mentioned, they are playing Maine. The Canucks were playing Columbus, and that game's in a shootout. I don't know what happened. Okay, so here we go. Brought ahead, and the puck comes right off the corner. Maine again tried to lock it in. As we said, the winner. Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay. Winner of that game will play UConn, actually. Yes, you could have a UConn-Penn State matchup to go to the Frozen Four. It's turned over, and here come the Black Bears. They'll switchblade off the right blue line, and the shot coming in, a save made. By the way, if Penn State wins, there will be the only right now, it actually doesn't matter. They are the only Big Ten team remaining. Minnesota lost to UMass. Michigan State lost, so did Ohio State. But they're going to go to a break with about 4 minutes to go in the second period. 4-1, Penn State 4 beating the 1. in their section. By the way, I didn't realize today was week 1 for the UFL. I have the UFL. Obviously, it's the joint league of the USFL of the or USFL and the XFL. So I have an XFL team, which is the Michigan Panthers, and I have a UFL team, which is St. Louis Battlehawks. They're beating Houston right now, to my knowledge. Okay. I didn't know that. But anyway, they are back in Atlanta. Denver Jones, 5 points, as we mentioned. And Columbus won in a shootout, 7-6, which means, by the way, that tomorrow, if Edmonton beats Calgary and Dallas beats Seattle, both which are really late night games, Dallas will, it doesn't matter how they beat them, but Dallas will clinch a playoff spot. By the way, that free throw made, and they lead by 4. We'll try to throw it in here. And Jones could not get it to go, but he gets fouled. Yeah. No, that's interesting. I mean, that's a good point. By the way, with some of the women's basketball scores, South Carolina won. So did Duke in the Battle of Tobacco Road, and LSU. There was only technically the upset, but LSU has a great history, of course, of women's basketball. So they'll meet either Ole Miss and UCLA. That going on right now. They hit the second. So it's the second free throw. Going the other direction, and we get it in. Danny Wolf lays it up and in, and Michigan's tied it at 9. Danny Wolf, 15 double-doubles this season. It's the most in the Big Ten. Right corner. Auburn moving the basketball, spinning, twisting it in, lays it up and in. That was Johnny Broome, center forward. We've also got a guy, Chad Baker-Mazzara, who went and played for the Colonia Patriots in New Jersey. That is a public school basketball hotspot. Here's Danny Wolf off the glass, and he scores! Danny Wolf! And we're tied at 11. $14:30 to go in the first half. There's Mazzara. No good. But it's out of bounds, and it's off of us. But this is the transition offense that we run to a T. Danny Wolf has had the whole middle of the floor open. Hockey. What do you mean hockey? We're doing basketball, although we'll do hockey in intermissions and in commercial breaks. We'll talk about it, obviously. Oh, he's talking about hockey, yes. The Flyers, but we're doing basketball. He'd just like to talk about it. By the way, NHL scoring updates final 4-1 Carolina over Montreal. Panthers beat Utah in overtime 2-1. Columbus, as you mentioned, won in a shootout over the Canucks. 10:24 to go in the third, and it's all Jets 4-0 against the Devils. End of the second 3-2 Chicago, and early in the first scoreless between the Rangers and Anaheim. Russell Wilson. Listen, don't get me started. I was heated about that. I'm not happy that Russell Wilson is going to be a Giant because I think you need to draft a rookie like Cam Ward or Shitter Sanders. Auburn gets a layup good. They get a layup to go. That, I believe, was Johnny Broom. Wolf, Danny, couldn't get it to go. That ball rolling, and it's out of bounds. 4.2 left in the shot clock, and we'll get the ball again. I'm going to delete that comment because he's going to think it's something else. Right. Hockey talk tonight? I mean, I'll talk to you about hockey here, but I'm not going to necessarily go on to Discord because remember I told you about my family, not my family, my friends and stuff. And, well, they weren't my friends, but people at my college Montclair stayed and they were abusing it and they were really bad people and I don't want to relive that. A foul the other way and it's on Auburn. It's a blocking foul as steamrolling to the hoop was Trey Donaldson. All I'll say is this. Russell Wilson has a personal situation that aligns with a player the Giants are looking at drafting who has another very similar personal situation. And there are content creators who like to use those things as jokes. And the mixture of two players that would be very weird together along with those personal situations and a team that's just not a good football team in general combined equals a dumpster fire. And I don't want that. And also, you need a quarterback anyway, and these are some good rookie quarterbacks you could pick. Well, Trent, listen. I don't believe you blocked him, but if you did, obviously, or any other account, I would unblock him because Nathan is a good person right now. He has changed, and I agree with that. But he is he's done what he needs to do. But it's not the biggest deal. I mean, we can all rectify that. But back to basketball. Here's Vlad and hooks it in. Vlad Goldovin has tied it. What a play again. Yeah, I don't know why he's saying that, but whatever. Another block in transition going the other way and a block by Auburn. I don't know if they're calling a foul. I don't think they did. And that was blocked by... Who was that? Pettiford? Yeah, Tahad Pettiford, the freshman from Hudson Catholic, who had a great year last year. Actually, we're hearing about him, but I didn't cover him. Oh, I remember hearing about Pettiford. Yeah. I think he was a 25th player in the country. All the attention was on Dylan Harper. But you had heard about Pettiford. And he was a key player. But we go to break. Michigan getting it done right now. We are tied at 13. All right, let's... We're monitoring the Purdue-Houston game. We should be getting to that somewhat soon. Let's go Maine, Penn State. Let's see. Okay, so no, they're still in intermission. But it is still 4-1 Penn State at the end of 2. No, no, let's see what they're doing right now. That's against Atlanta, correct? Or am I completely wrong about that? Oh, okay. You're surprised I knew that? It's a pretty good one. Pretty good team. Tampa beating Colorado 3-2 beat Colorado 3-2 right now. 3-2. Toronto beat Baltimore 8-2. Pittsburgh beat Miami 4-3. Top of the 8th, Boston and the Rangers. It's 4-1 Texas. Top of the 8th, the Mets. My Mets are beating Houston 3-1. Bottom of the 2nd, 2-1 Arizona. Top of the 3rd, 2-0 San Diego. The Padres have a 2-0 lead against Atlanta. Bottom of the 3rd, it's scoreless between the A's and the Mariners, and they started a big game in L.A., the defending champs, scoreless against Detroit. We'll go to the women's basketball game, Ole Miss and UCLA. It is 8-3 Bruins right now. The winner gets LSU in the Elite 8 from Spokane on Sunday. Sunday. Feeds it to the corner. That is deflected out of bounds. We'll see who retains possession. Going to be the Rebels. The Ole Miss men lost by 3 to Michigan State. It should be 4. I don't understand why it's 2. I find that very weird. Top of the key. Rebels moving the basketball inside. Driving inside. No good. No foul. And here comes UCLA. Betts is not on the court, which is interesting. Oh, and then that's another thing. USC plays tomorrow. Remember, this is USC, no Juju Watkins. She's out for the year with the ACL tear. Here we go, Auburn, bringing it up right now. Is she going to stay? Do we know? They're about to start soon in Houston and Purdue. We should be able to do most of that game. We'll probably do the end of that game. 13-13, Michigan and Auburn. 11:30 left in the first half. Auburn has 4 turnovers, and they turned it over. So Trey's going to take it up now. Danny double teamed. Whatever. Just be nice to everybody because I know you're a good guy. So be nice to everybody. Trey, spinning, twisting, lays it up and in. It is 15-13. Because even if people do wrong to you, how I was taught is if people are rude to you or whatever, you still try to be nice to them. That's just how I was taught. Tough fadeaway, and it is no good. But they're going to get a foul call on us as Pettiford went down a little too hard, and so he'll get a couple shots coming. Trey Donaldson did this, guys. So on the end, I just said it. He did this to say too small. So they're saying, oh, he's too small. Couldn't hit that shot. No, he's talking about something else, but we won't mention it here. First shot is no good. And don't come at me. That's what Trey Donaldson said. That's a good one. That was a good one. Good trash talk. Tahad Pettiford misses this first. He'll have the second coming here. Winner gets state. By the way, Tennessee did beat Kentucky. So Tennessee will face either Houston or Purdue. One win away from the Final Four. Turnover by us. Here's Auburn the other way. Pettiford scores. Well, maybe some revenge for that call. No, do not say that. Right. You know what he's talking about. Come on. We're talking about being nice. Come on. Navari Burnett drives it and he's blocked. The length of this Auburn team has been tremendous. And a rebound kept for Auburn. They now trail because Danny Wolf hit a three. And a big rejection by Goldovin. Crossover. Dropped it for Vlad. Vlad lost the ball. And now they'll bring it up with the speed that they can. Corner three. Good. Auburn leads 19-18. The one thing the two things they've done in this game, the only two real strong things for them, is they've blocked shots at the rim and they've hit threes. So have we, though. 7 of 22, they are. Field goal 7 of 19 for us. And Denny Wolf lays it up and in. And we lead 20-19 with 8:40 to go in the first half. All right. Almost stolen away. 8:30 left in the opening half. Tough fadeaway. Three-pointer no good from Pettiford. And so we'll pick it up. Go in transition from the right corner for three. No good. And Auburn pushes the pace. Pettiford driving. Lays it up and in. Looking for our first Elite A8 appearance since 2021. There's the screen by Danny Wolf. Vlad driving. Vlad, Euro step, lays it in, no good. It bounced off the top of the rim. (21-20) Auburn. By the way, 3:17 to go in the first. It is 11-5 at UCLA. And early in the fourth, my Battlehawks are crushing Houston, 24-0. And by the way, that was stopped aside. And just like that, it's only a 1-point game. Auburn 21, Wolverines 20, 7:24 to play in the first half. We'll be back. Bruce Pearl's a great coach. He is a great coach. Tremendous. They are ushering in the lineups right now. Houston and Purdue should be able to do that game as well. More scoring updates. I don't think we did the NBA. Detroit actually beat Cleveland. Toronto beat Charlotte. 132-100. Clippers over the Nets. 5:43 left in the fourth quarter. It is 189 Golden State against New Orleans. Minnesota beat Phoenix. 2:29 left in the fourth. The Knicks are beating the Bucks 109-97, and they're at the half. 57-47 Denver Nuggets against Utah. All right, what game do we go to here? That should be back soon, though. You're a Pistons fan doing good. They're doing really good. They're doing really good. I mean, right now, I think they make the postseason, right? The playoffs started today? Yeah, no. Yeah, they would start the playoffs in Indiana. They're a 5 seed in the East, which is not the East we knew before. Like, the only teams that have better records than them in the East are Cleveland, Boston, Knicks, and Pacers. All teams that you could realistically see in the NBA Finals. Yeah, they're doing pretty good. And the Knicks beating Milwaukee late in the game that's going to help Detroit as well. I'll tell you something. It's funny. Cleveland is number 1 in the Central. They have the best record in the NBA. You got Boston, who's got 54 wins. The Knicks, who have 46 in the East. You got Indiana, who has a really strong team. And have a really potent offense, as well as Detroit. And then you get the Southeast, where the Hawks are, and this is they got rid of that old rule, about the division winners and just finish in the top 3. And that's what's crazy about it too. What's really funny about it is that you got the Hawks, who might have to, who likely have to play in the play-in, and right now they're in the driver's seat to win the Southeast. That is nuts. (21-20) Auburn. 7:24 to go in the first half. I don't know what happened to Lillard. Yeah, but look, the Hawks are 35-38, and they are in the lead in the Southeast Division. That's insane. Danny crossover, thinking about shooting it. Danny slam dunks the ball. 22-21 Michigan. Wolverines, 11 points for Danny Wolf. 4 fouls for Auburn. We have 3. They have the basketball right now, though. There's Chad Baker-Mazara, but he loses the basketball. Yet another turnover by Auburn. Got to watch the steal. Driving and getting fouled on the way up was Reuben Jones, and Reuben will have 2 free throws coming as the good guys are getting it done. What a play by Danny Wolf to dunk the basketball. The overhead camera showing out in the other games, this is, we're monitoring that it is 2-0 Purdue, and there are so many Purdue fans at Indianapolis because it's the same state as well. And the winner there gets Tennessee at Lucas Oil on Sunday night. 6:43 left in the first. Reuben will have his second shot. And it's good. We lead by 3, 24-21. 2 fouls by Baker-Mazara. There's the trap. It's solidified. Driving towards the basket. No good. Danny tries to grab the rebound, and it's a jump ball, and we're going to get the ball with 6:32 to go in the first half. Make sure we got the right guys on. $6:20 to go. Oh, I didn't know about that. In this first, here is Danny Wolf. Danny Euro step, lays it up. No good. And he's slow to get up, but he'll get back into the play. There's Baker-Mazara. Feeds it up to Broom. And it's out of bounds. Another turnover by Auburn. Yet another one. By the way, early into the first half, about 3 minutes in, it is 4-3 Boilermakers against Houston. There's a Michigan fan. Love it. Under 6 minutes to go in the first. Keeps it in, but he turns it over, trying to keep it in. Other way transition and a layup. Good. Denver Jones. 24-23 Wolverines. We've played really good in this game, but offensively you'd like a little more. But defensively, it's been a clinic. Reuben giving it to Namari. Namari driving, crossover, thinks about it, step back, 3-pointer, good! on Namari Burnett. And it's 27-23. What a great step back shot for Namari. And a push on us. Why? I don't know why you would do that. There's Izzo, the state coach. Bounce pass driving, but it's blocked. It's blocked. We blocked the shot by Miles Kelly. And now the other way, a fadeaway, no good. It's like a mixed fadeaway floater from the guy that saved us against Texas A&M, Roddy Gale. Roddy Gale Jr., a great player he is. Left corner, good pass by Mazzara, going the other way, off the rim, looking for a tip drill, and not getting it. Here we move with speed. Gale, a three-pointer blocked. Baker Mazzara with the block. The other direction in transition, Johnny Broom. No. I'm at home. No. And she might be watching it, but I don't know. But an offensive foul against Auburn. A charge on Cheddar to Cheddar. And that's a big foul against Johnny Broom. And he's one of their stars. 4:20 to go in the first half. I'll tell you, I don't want to get ahead of myself. This game is far from over. But if Michigan win and then they lose in the Elite Eight on Sunday to State, even though the season wasn't even supposed to happen, that would be rough for me. I just, that would be worse than UCLA, 100%. Because there's no team worse to lose to than State. But we can still win that game, and we got to get out of Auburn right now. I mean, we're up by 4, but still a lot of time left. About 4 minutes to go in the first half. Driving the other way, Mazzara, floater, it bounces in. Baker Mazzara dropped it in. It's stolen away. Here comes Auburn in transition. Baker Mazzara, and he turns it over. Got to watch it, Roddy does. He swings it alley-oop it too far for Vlad, and that ball goes into the lower bowl, and they're being goaded by the Auburn fans. 3:36 to go in the first. Take another break. Wolverines up by 2, 27-25. Now, it is Auburn ball. All right, we got 8 minutes to go in the 7:02 to go in the fourth quarter. No, now 6:21. Sorry, 6:21 to go in the fourth quarter, and the Battlehawks just scored a touchdown, 31-0 against Houston UFL. Love it, love it, love it, love it. All right, 9:37 to go in the first half. 19-13 UCLA. Let's go to the men's game. Oh, they're on break as well. Winnipeg beat the Devils 4-0, and 15:04 to go in the third. Chicago tied it. It's 3-3 between Vegas and Chicago. 4:39 to go in the first. The Rangers are beating Anaheim 1-0. The Knicks have beaten Milwaukee, Nathan, which helps your Pistons. But Nathan, the Knicks just beat the Bucks. That helps the Pistons stay ahead of the Bucks for third in the division. In fact, yeah, that's another funny thing. There are 4 teams in the Central and 2 in the Atlantic, all ahead of the top team in the Southeast. That's how bad the Southeast has been this year, and that's how dominant the Central's been. Yeah, Milwaukee's fourth in a Milwaukee is 4th in a 5-team division and yet they finish. And you know what's funny? For the first time that I can recall ever happening, there is a decent chance that you could have every team in the Central make the playoffs. Because Chicago's in ninth. They're only about 2 games out of the final spot in the East, and there's going to be a play-in. So Chicago could very well get into the postseason, meaning you could have every team in the division make the playoffs. That's never happened. There's no way that's ever happened in the NBA, to my knowledge. Can you guys think of where every team, not 4 to 5, where every team in the division made the playoffs? At least since the modern divisions were, since the expansion with like the Minnesota and all those teams, that's gotta be. .336 to go in the first. That's that man we were talking about, Bruce Pearl. He's a good assistant and player on the Boston College teams in the 80s that had great basketball programs. And then, of course, you got the other team that we mentioned. Of course, Auburn, he's been the coach of. Auburn driving inside. Tough fadeaway. Good. This game is tied. Chaney Johnson gets it to go. Under 3 minutes to go in the first. By the way, 7:49 to go in the first half. 19-17. UCLA Ole Miss has come back again. And a big shot. Hit. It's 29-27, good guys. By the way, 14 minutes to go about in the first half. 10-10 between Purdue and Houston. Driving the other directions. Tough fadeaway. Layup no good. Rebound tipped up in the air. And a foul. As Johnny Brune try to drive that up. And I think they're calling that on LJ Cason. So that sounded like. By the way, the Rangers beat Boston 4-1. It is top of the ninth. The Mets are up 3-1, batting now in Houston. Top of the fourth, 2-1 Arizona against Chicago. Bottom of the third, it's 3-2 San Diego. Padres beating the Braves. And top of the fifth, 2-0 A's. Top of the third, 2-0 Detroit Tigers. Second free throw, good. As well for Broom. Missed the first, but hit the second. Our lead only one, 29-28. Danny, crossover. Danny, another crossover. Ooh, look at these shifty moves. Danny Wolf pumps and tries to lay it up and in. It's off the rim, no good. 2:10 to go in the first half. Here comes Auburn. Stretch pass, and it goes right off the knee of the big man, Chaney Johnson. And it'll be Wolverines ball. Oh, my goodness. It hit his chest as well. Went right through him. You got to catch that. It's the first thing they tell you. You got to catch the ball. Throw it right at your face. And you got to throw a ball at your face. You got to catch it. From a young age, 5 years old, they teach you that. And he dropped the basketball. Right corner, thinking about a three-pointer. Driving set. Roddy loses the basketball. He's down on the court. And it's going to be a jump ball, and it's possession Auburn. So basically that's a turnover. Nathan, please don't do that. It's my personal life. Please don't do that. I mean, if you do, I guess it's fine, but please try not to do that. Driving inside. Right wing, tough shot, off the rim, no good, up in the air. Who gets it? Auburn does. They free up a top-heavy three-pointer. It's no good. As letting it go was Denver Jones. Nathan, you don't even know her. I don't know. She's busy. She does her own thing. She's right now. I mean, I texted her just in general. Hey, what's up? And I didn't get anything. She's doing her own thing. I don't know. She's school. I have no idea what's going on. Driving towards the basket. Vlad is fouled. And that might be another on Broom. If that's on Broom, I think he's got 3, and we're only in half number 1. Even if it's just 2, that's fairly early on. Let's see how many Broom has. 2 foul. Okay, so it's not 3, it's 2 fouls. But still, a little early for that. Vlad misses the first. 57.5 seconds left. Just wanted to invite her. She'll come. She'll come if she sees me streaming. She's just busy right now. She has homework and stuff, I guess. I don't know. No, she doesn't. No, you don't know the stuff I hear about. I hope Michigan doesn't do this, doesn't do that. No. 45 seconds to go in the first half. As Vlad missed both free throws. He's playing good defensively right now. Another tap at, and then they get it to go off the glass. That's Johnny Broom. Under 30 seconds to go. Auburn leads 30-29. Dre looking for the screen. Doesn't get it. No, she just loves her team so much that she hopes that they're better than everybody else in the conference. Trey on an ISO. Looks for the screen. Trey at the top of the key. Back to Vlad. Now Vlad gets it. Vlad layup. No good. Auburn gets the rebound. Final seconds left. They let a half-court heave, and it's off the backboard. No good. Unfortunately, we go to halftime trailing, but I think you can make the case we've been the better team for most of the game. 30-29, Auburn leads at halftime. The Utah Jazz? I don't know. All right. Whatever, man. I'm not going to... Whatever. By the way, 2:24 left in the fourth quarter, 31-6. St. Louis. Let's go to the college hockey game. Penn State and Maine. All right, I don't know what's going on at Hulu today. Only 4:59 to go in the first half, 23-19 UCLA. It's the end of the first. 2-1 Rangers against Anaheim. 9:49 to go in the third. Still 3-3. Well, she doesn't root against them, but she doesn't really care usually. But, you know, if they're in her conference, she's not going to root for them. By the way, third quarter about to end. Utah, you just mentioned them, they're down 20. 85-65 Denver Nuggets right now. No scoring updates in baseball. No, USD is the San Diego. All right, 11:30 to go in the third. Penn State and Maine. Don't worry, we'll get the Houston game later. Houston and Purdue. We'll do full on that once this game is over. As Maine shoots it in. And then the Lions working to try to backhand it off the far board. Save made. Rebound out in front. Oh, it's blocked across the corner. A chance for the Black Bears. And they're starting to find their legs here, trailing by 3. A forked puck comes across the corner. Swivel down at the far side, looking to pirouette into the slot. And now a break for Penn State off the corner. Shot side of the net. This one rimmed off the glass. And it goes down. And a chance that got chipped off the glass once again. There's a drive of the Black Bears, and it's not able to get it off the far side. Penn State blocking and punching it across. Maine University. Maine's playing. Oh yeah, Black Bear. I'm not gonna mention. Anyway, backhander in front for the Black Bears. And this is swiveled on through. And a backhander floated off the corner once again. 9:50 to go in the third. Winner takes on UConn on Sunday with a chance to go to the Frozen Four in St. Louis. And we got a penalty coming up. Let's see who this is on. It is a slash, and it's on Maine. So the Nittany Lions to the power play with 9:49 to go in the third. No, listen. All right, I don't like exposing things. She has homework. She texted me, hey, I got homework. I'm happy that you're streaming. Hopefully you do well, whatever. But she has homework. She's busy. She would love to be there, but, it's fine. All right, they're going to break there. Let's go. I want to save the Houston game for later. Let's go to UCLA Ole Miss. Rebels moving the ball here. 2:50 to go in the second quarter. Looking for somewhere to move the basketball. Crossover, twisting off the free throw line. Fade away. Good. No, because we talked earlier today. Nathan, this is my business, honestly. I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm just telling you. Email us. I think Michigan will. I think we're playing good basketball. Just got to make some changes. No, yeah, she can give me 5 minutes, but she studies at night, and we talk in the afternoon during times when I can. Anyway, it's Betts, and she lays it up and in. A 7-point lead for UCLA. Twisting the other direction, it is out of bounds. Whose ball? Looks like it's going to be Ole Miss ball. Lauren Betts was a bit shaken up for UCLA. You don't know her. She doesn't know you. Because you think she's your friend because you were casually talking to her. No, she's a girlfriend of a streamer that you follow. That's what it is. I think you're a good guy, but listen, it takes people a while. It even took people a while to become friends on YouTube. It takes a long time. Yes. And she would comment with you on YouTube, but that's it, because it's just being cordial, being nice. All right, let's go back to the Penn State game if we can. And a big stop made, as Penn State will have another offensive zone draw. By the way, 5:40 to go in the third, still tied between Vegas and Chicago. It's still under the first 2-1 Rangers. 10:38 to go in the fourth, 93-68 Denver. And a minute 44 left in the fourth quarter between St. Louis and Houston. The Battlehawks about to beat the Roughnecks. Gonna love that. Here come the Nittany Lions in. A rolling puck. It bounces off the corner boards. And it's washed all the way down into the Nittany Lions side of the ice. A minute 10 remaining in the man advantage. They lead 4-1. Boy, if they get another, they could feel really on top of this game. Shot save made. Rebound loose in front. Rebound, it's blocked aside. Oh, what a chance for the power play of Penn State, and Maine clears the zone. Because I mentioned Trent's age, I didn't mention your age. It's amazing that you remember this stuff. I don't remember anything ever. Here come Maine off the far side from the boards. I can't feed to the corner, and we got a penalty. And this might be on Maine. Please don't mention this person. We're trying to not talk about. It has to just have to do with sports going on right now. Yeah, I know where you're going. They're not even you. Well, they weren't Utah back then. But I'll tell you this. I'm nice to all people, and I want people to do the best. Please do not bring up things that don't need to be brought up. Please be. You said you're normal. I'd like you to continue to be normal. I will say, I think some of your points about the... All right. We're not talking ever about death. Even, let's just say you're going to mention when Gordie Howe died. I'm going to delete that. Gordie Howe played for the Red Wings. Sports and this stuff is about life. I don't want to talk about death. That's ridiculous. But I said don't mention death. So I deleted that comment. That's all. Because people want to enjoy themselves and be happy when they watch sports, not think about death. Nobody wants to think about death. I think probably third best player of all time, but yeah, Gordie Howe is amazing. Penn State moving it, minute 20 left in the 5-on-4. They had time in the 5-on-3. Didn't get a goal here. Here's the one thing, even if they don't get a goal here, they kill off precious time. Maine absolutely need to get on their horse soon. Okay, Nathan. All right. I didn't realize that. Just be careful. Remember, and YouTube might, and that's another reason. YouTube sees that and as a shot is blocked. And I notice, like, if you start talking about death in certain ways, YouTube will start looking at certain content and demonetize channels. I've seen it's nuts. I don't know why YouTube does it. It's very weird. But YouTube does a really good job of monetizing people. But you have to be careful with what you say. That's all. That's my only point. Again, I'm protecting you, Nathan. That's it. Anyway, back to college hockey. Penn State moving the puck here in the man advantage. Motors up on the far side. Shot back in, save made, rebound. Oh, and that was clotheslined to through. Oh, he made it earlier in the chat, but he'll mention it again. Banked off the boards and cleared to the far side. 4-1, and Penn State was not able to score on the power play. 5:50 to go in the third. It is Maine trailing by 3. They need goals quickly. Shot coming from the high slot, and he went to the tag-up man. Nittany Lions punch it in. Forced on back off the corner boards, and Penn State is offside with 5:36 to go in the third. It is over. St. Louis Battlehawks 31-6 over the Houston Roughnecks. And they're at the half, 30-29. UCLA, same score as this one. UCLA only up by a point. So 3:58 to go in the third. Still 3-3 Vegas and Chicago. By the way, Trent, this is the one in Allentown. I think Trent would let you on this Discord. Rare give torch the old to his body. Anyway, this puck is darted off the corner. Here come the Nittany Lions in on goal, and it's steered aside. Trent, I was trying to say, this is the game in Allentown, if you're wondering. Allentown, Pennsylvania. And I think the final will be in Allentown between UConn and the winner of this hockey game. Right now, it looks like it's Penn State. Let's see what. Hopefully, you guys get everything to go well. Puck swats off the far wall. Penn State moving a bobbling puck. It rolls off the blue line. There's a big shot. It comes off the corner. Looked like it might have hit the mesh. And Penn State keeping it in. They've done a good job of slicing down ice and not allowing Maine to really move the puck here. It's swatted into the glove and held with 4:13 to go. And here's a communion of bodies in front of the net. As we mentioned, with 4:13 left in regulation time. The PVL said, oh, yeah. It's Allentown, not Lehigh Valley. This is in Allentown. Unless they play in Allentown and I'm stupid. Oh, wait a minute. They do. It's right by Dorney Park. I'm a moron. You know what? I'm going to just quit while I'm ahead. I should have known that. All right. I love that place. I'm going to try to stay here when this game comes back. We'll go to the Chicago game. Vegas and Chicago. And Ilya Mikheyev had a great chance to give Chicago the lead, but man, oh man, Vegas playing some great hockey right now. And a timeout was taken. It isn't fair that he kicked you. No, but I don't think he did. And if he didn't, he'll let you back in. Vegas leads 4-3 right now. 1:48 to go in the third. Chicago's taking a timeout. Hopefully, we can go back to Maine, Penn State. And we will. So 4:13 left in the game. Penn State leading 4-1. Trying to meet UConn on Sunday. And Penn State, UConn, who would have thought that one of those teams would be in the Frozen Four? Who would have thought that Penn State would be the final team representing the Big Ten? Big shot off the draw and a slammer in. If you want to let him back in, you can let him back in. It's fine. .401 to go in the third period. Look, it will work itself out, Nathan. I mean, it'll figure itself out. You'll go back, you'll link, whatever. But back to hockey. 3:50 to go in the third. It is 4-1 Penn State. There is 1:02 left in the third. Still 4-3 Vegas. They're about to start the second period. 2-1 Rangers against Anaheim. And there is 6:28 left in the fourth. It's 110-73. Denver Nuggets winning their game. By the way, the Mets have beaten Houston. Bottom of the fourth, Arizona up 5-1 against the Cubs. Bottom of the fourth, it's still 3-2 San Diego Padres. Top of the sixth, 6-0 A's. 2-0 A's. And bottom of the third, 2-0 Detroit Tigers. .344 to go in the third. Very good. See, it all worked itself out. Puck off the draw. That is kind of funny. Forced at the blue line. Here comes Penn State the other way. Empty net. Score! 5-1 Nittany Lions. Dawiak. And Penn State that close. And the current craft 300. We are Penn State. Echoes in. Oh, we are it. Yep, that is being echoed throughout Lehigh Valley's rink right now as the Nittany Lions appear on their way to face the UConn Huskies on Sunday afternoon. Oh, now they're playing Maria Like It Loud, the old Flyers song that Danny Briere knows way too well. 3:22 left, and it's a party. It'll be a party in Happy Valley. And so we can mention all the schools that advance to what essentially is hockey's Elite Eight. Cornell, Boston University, Western Michigan, UMass, as that is forced off. Boston College, the number one team in the land, who are looking for their first national championship in 15 years. The defending champions, Denver, UConn, and the winner of this game, which appears to be Penn State. Please don't. Come on, Nathan. An AT. That is crazy. On the backhand to the right hash. Shot high and it missed. Okay, night basketball. It's not what I thought you were going to type. I'm sorry. Oh, no. Stop. Okay, night. Oh, God. Each time, I think he's going to... Wait. Okay. I have to remind myself that you've changed, because sometimes I forget that I'm not completely. And if before you go, I changed, I know you have. But sometimes I forget that I'm mature. Sometimes I'm like, I'd be immature and joke about that. And then I have to remind myself that I've changed too. So listen, there's a preconception. If you're used to something, you're used to it. And people forget that other people change. Well, you've changed, and you've changed for the better, and I'm happy about that, Nathan. I really am. I'm happy about how you've changed. It's a good thing. Penn State darts in a backhand feed. Came across Maine. Lifts it into the zone. It's a rolling puck. Comes to the corner boards. The backhand feed, and we're about to start the second half. by the way, as the Nittany Lions will clamp it on in. 1:20 to go in the third. Black Bears with the puck. Right off the red line. Slingshots it in. Off the dasher. It's out of play with 1:10 to go. Yes. That is funny. Still at the half, Ole Miss and UCLA. Vegas did win 5-3. And the Rangers just got a goal. It's 3-1 in Anaheim. As that goal scored by Adam Fox for the Rangers to make it 3-1. Make it 3-1 with 17:06 to go in the second period. 5:48 to go in the fourth. 113-75 Nuggets. Not much. Atlanta has tied the game against San Diego. He's a guy good. He went good guy. 42 seconds left in this third period. And it is 5-1, but we are back in Atlanta, so we'll just let you know when that game goes final. But Penn State look like they will advance. Here's Danny Wolf. Back out to Trey Donaldson. Donaldson. That's a Namari Burnett. Namari drives the lane. Namari trying to lay in. It's no good. By the way, it's 22-21 Purdue. 3:58 to go in the first half. That's out of bounds. Namari checked up. Looking out to Rubin. A step back three-pointer. Good! Danny Wolf! And the Wolverines lead by 2, 32-30, a minute into the second half. Here's Auburn moving the basketball. A three-pointer, no good. Once again, it was Chad Baker-Mazara. We'll move the ball. Danny almost lost it. And he did. They said it went out of bounds. So it will be Auburn ball. The Yips, he lost the ball. I saw that he lost it. I didn't think it went out of bounds. But he went for the dribble, and it went right off the line of the baseline. 11 turnovers for Auburn. We've had 9. All right, Nathan. Missed 5 of the last 6 field goal attempts. Driving inside, and the layup's good. Johnny Broom. He's tied the game. Trey Donaldson. Trey back to Danny. Danny driving, twisting, turning. Danny Wolf. Layup no good. And he might have been pressured a little bit on the finish. We've had a 4-point lead. Auburn's had a 4-point lead. This game is tied at 32. Denver Jones fed one more. Moore up high. Moore guarded by Wolf. Johnny Moore, tough fadeaway, no good. We'll grab the rebound. Namari with the ball. Namari coast to coast. He's blocked, but a foul. A shooting foul on Auburn, and Namari will go to the line for 2 shots. Let's see. Oh, my God. You guys are just killing each other with these roasts. That was fighting words. Namari will have his first shot coming here. It's no good. We have really had issues at the free throw line. That reminds me of a certain game 4 years ago Gotta hit free throws. Namari second. Good. And our lead is only one, though. 33-32 Wolverines. We have trailed briefly in this half, but for most of the early stages of the second half, we've had a lead. Taking a three-pointer. Off the rim, it's no good. They'll get the rebound and circle it out to the corner, free it up more at the top of the key. More. Back out to Baker Mazzara. Mazzara, tough floater off the rim. Baker Mazzara. Here's Namari. Out, chases, outrages him. Namari going the other direction. Namari lays it in. Namari Burnett. And the lead is 3. 35-32 Wolverines. We got 3 timeouts. Auburn's got 3. Looking for the pick and roll. Tough fadeaway. Thought about it. Lost the basketball. We'll pick it up. In transition, Rubin. Back to Danny. Danny, and he turned it over. He went back court. You never do that with the basketball. Transition for Auburn. Layup off the rim. No good. Tapped home by Moore. And it's a 1-point game. They trail by 1. 14 points for Broom. He's got 2 fouls, I think, right now. Get him in foul trouble. Backing up one-on-one is Vlad. Vlad lost the ball and went out of bounds. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Auburn ball. Serenading the crowd. For what? What are they serenading the crowd for? See, this is my problem. Dylan Cardwell is doing this. Why? All you did was back him in so he lost the ball. But you didn't do anything. Oh, because he was going off the bench, trying to get the fans into it. That's under a minute to go in the Purdue-Houston game. They're all tied up. Driving in the other direction. Moore. Floater. No good. Vlad the rebound. Here's Trey. Trey, top of the key. Trey switches by his defender. Trey pump fake. Trey floater. Rolls no good. Tap again. Tapped again. Second time. Third time. No good, but Vlad draws a foul. And Auburn can't believe it. 2 shots coming for Vlad. He is indignant. 35-34 Michigan. By the way, it is 5-1 the final. Penn State wins. And they will meet UConn in the semifinal. Guys, stop it. I'm just not laughing. By the way, 8:11 to go in the third quarter. Boy, a rampage for UCLA. It is a 9-0 run for the Bruins. They lead 38-29. How about the Houston-Purdue? Oh, of course they're reviewing something. What are they reviewing in Purdue-Houston?
By rule, we put the time of the foul on the game clock when the game clock expires. The contact occurred at 0.3 seconds.
A foul was called with 0.3 to go. So Purdue are going to have free throws to have a chance to take the lead into the half.
Here in the first half, Purdue has
Laughing at something I saw, a meme I saw. Sorry, guys.
you play against a team like this and you have 5 turnovers for a half. You did a heck of a job. The shooting percentage is on great in this game, but their defense is not dominating by making steals and getting the dogs blown out.
And the first shot is good.
There's Braden Smith's family. Mom, Ginny, his father, Dustin. Both played collegiate basketball at Arkansas Tech. Ginny was a 2-time all-conference selection, and Dustin, 11th in school history in assists. Doesn't say he's getting some good scores and the point three on the clock. Works out well. Take more time. A couple extra rips. If Smith makes them both. And they can't shoot this, so it's only the tip at point three. 10 lead changes.
And that's it. As the half court is no good, and 31-29 Purdue at the half.
We'll be back in Indianapolis right after this.
Anyway, we're back here. 31 seconds left. It's a rout. Denver, oh my God, 129-91. And the first hit by Vlad. So it's 36-34 Wolverines. And Vlad hits the second as well. 15:40 and change to go in the second half. Auburn bring it up. Winner gets state. You know who I mean by state. Tennessee's going to get Purdue or Houston, but they're not sure who. Driving towards the basket, laying it up and in for Auburn. And that was Broom again. You just got to stop this guy. Johnny Broom. Trey goes by two, hands it off to Danny. Danny thinking about a deep three. Nobody's covering him, and with an off-ball foul on Auburn. Yeah, Mazzara pass. And the one thing that's beaten us is these patient plays. You can see the patient play by Auburn. By the way, 9:28 to go in the second. It is still 3-1 Rangers. And it's over. Denver beats the Jazz, 129-93. And that shot good. It's 39-36. Danny Wolf again. Danny has been huge. Not when she's concentrating on homework. Left corner three, blocked by Danny Wolf. Pushing the pace, Damari Burnett. Driving and lays it in! Oh my word! Roddy Gale after a baseball pass, and he's going to draw the foul and a chance for an and one. My goodness, what a pass by Damari Burnett. And another foul on Chaney Johnson. Look at the reaction by Roddy. And you could hear a pin drop here in Atlanta. All the Auburn fans are shocked. Both one seeds are losing right now. The other two advance, Duke and Florida. But we lead by 6, which is the largest lead of the night. But here comes Moore again, and he draws the foul. Well, he's been a big factor in this game. And it's 42-38, and you got to just watch out for him. Because he's been such a primetime player, and they were slowing it down, and then immediately got the ball, and the offense went to a quick break. It's like stepping out of under center, having a slow block, like having a center block the box slow, and then throwing a slant over the middle. If I'm the Wolverines here, you do not call a timeout because they are going nuts right now on the Auburn bench for more. Got to just find a way to stop the run. Here's Danny. Step back three. No good. Rebounded by Auburn and by Miles Kelly. A transfer from Georgia Tech. Crossover to the right corner. Pettiford. Under 14 minutes to go in the second half. 42-39, Wolverines. Top of the key. They hand it off inside. Oh, it's almost lost by Moore. And then Moore just throws it out of bounds. And what is he yelling about? So Namari will inbound. Back to Trey. Trey crosses half court. Inside, will drive. Layup, no good. Rebound tipped in. Danny Wolf, who else? 44-39. I heard a sudden whistle there. I don't know what that was about. 18 points for Danny Wolf. Danny made a great play to tip it in. I didn't see what he said. I would have deleted it if I saw it. I don't know. 13-15 to go in the second. Danny Wolf. Crossover. Between the legs, spins, layup, rolls in! Danny Wolf with 20. And there's the Wolf Pack right now. Danny Wolf getting it done. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the Emil Benstrom. Remember that? He was a Canuck, and I don't know what else, like Columbus. Top of the key, three-pointer, no good. The rebound's up in the air, and we have a foul. I don't know whose it's on, though. Goodness, Danny Wolf has some elevation. By the way, 4:49 to go in the third. It is 47-33 UCLA. $8:12 to go in the second. Still 3-1 Rangers, by the way. Bottom of the sixth, 6-1 Diamondbacks. Top of the sixth, still 3-3 Braves and Padres. And I think they just called a foul on Broom. Did they just call a foul on Broom? Or just a turnover? They turn over the ball 9 times a game. 9.3 the fewest. Only average 9 turnovers a game, which is really good in this level. And a foul on Auburn, and that might be a shooting foul on Cheddar. They had, I believe, 13 in this game. And that'll be the third foul on Chaney Johnson. Top of the seventh, 5-0 A's, by the way. Bottom of the fifth, 2-0 Tigers. So Cheddar. And we are close to getting in the bonus. So then it's got to be 3 shots because then they assumed those are shooting fouls. He was behind the line. He hits the first. And it's 47-39. But we saw with Arkansas, no lead is ever safe. Second shot, good. Okay, he wasn't behind the line. Thought he was. 48-39. We have a 9-point lead. It's the largest by either team. 12:20 to go in the second half. Well, we're not there yet. Let's not even talk about that yet. Deep 3. Good. See, this is why. Dahad Pettiford. And all of a sudden, the 9-point lead is 6. Trey with the ball. Trey driving, it goes off the hands, and it's out of bounds, and it's Auburn ball. Nathan, please. See? A turnover, a 3 for Auburn, a turnover by Michigan. This game is far from over. Wolverines by 6. We lead 48-42. 11:57 left in the second half, but it'll be Auburn ball. All right, let's go to Ole Miss UCLA. There's Madison Scott. UCLA is up 47-33. with 4:49 to go in the third.
For all that she has done for the Oxford community with her foundation, the Maddie Scott Basketball Foundation. She continues to uplift young people everywhere.
We'll see.
What she's doing on and off the court.
Thank you, Holly. Really, it was a gamble when Coach Yo talked about that. Yo said, I was kind of naive coming to Ole Miss, and she thought that Madison Scott was too, but things certainly have turned out well for them.
Yeah, they have. And
Bruins with the ball right now and trying to get some substitutions in.
Chooses your program, who believes in your vision,
who is the ultimate leader and teammate.
and Madison Scott has played a lot of different roles for this program, and she has uplifted it. There's no doubt about it. But the relationship that she has with Coach Yo, her very first phone call, right, was to Madison Scott. The relationship that she has with her, and that's a relationship that they'll have for years.
No scoring changes that I see in the other sports. Off the right corner, UCLA with the ball, and yet another whistle. I don't know what that's about. Again, it's 47-33.
Last time they were in the Sweet 16 was 2007 when they got to the Elite Eight. Harmony Price, who was in the building today, was part of that. Earl Ross, the head coach, and they upset Maryland in the second round of the year. For Maryland won the national championship, brought all their starters back, and Harmony Price just steamrolled through the Terrapins. I remember going to watch them in that Sweet 16 in the Elite Eight. I was coaching in Chicago at the time. We drafted our mentee Price. She became the
First shot, good.
She worked on Coach Yo's staff for a couple of seasons as well. And Coach Yo flew her and her husband Reggie out here for this matchup so that she could be here and experience it.
For the Bruins, and the second shot is good as well. And it is 49-33. A 16-point lead for the Bruins, but the layup good for Ole Miss. That might stunt the run at least a little bit. Winner gets LSU in the Elite Eight from Spokane on Sunday. There's the pick and roll inside, and the layup is no good. Off the runner. Rebels moving with the basketball. Rebound no good. Rebound again, and it drops for the Rebels. 49-37 UCLA. So just like that, the Rebels are almost within single digits. By the way, we're back in Atlanta. Here's Todd Bedford the other direction. Left corner three for Auburn. It's good. So now it's only a 3-point game. Denver Jones. And it goes off the rim. The runner for Danny Wolf. And that would have extended the lead. Now Auburn brings it up again. Pettiford looking for Jones. Jones in the left corner. The floater is good. And it is Johnny Broome. And Auburn makes it only a 1-point game. And a foul. It's Auburn ball. And it's Baker Mazzara, and now we might have to call a timeout because Michigan are missing routine plays, they're missing routine shots, and Auburn is starting to stake their game right now. This is what can't happen. Auburn wanting to retake the lead right now. They're on an 8-0 run. And it's been a short run of time. The floater is good. They don't count it because I think there was a whistle before. But a timeout was taken, I believe, by Auburn before the shot. Or it was a foul. And another foul is called. I'm trying to see who that's on. Not seeing exactly what they called. I have no idea. Maybe he's busy with work. It's going to be Jones. They have 5 fouls. We have 5 fouls. Let's go Auburn's the chant. They trail by 1, but they've had a lot of momentum. Pick and roll. Denver Jones driving the other way. He lays it in, but a whistle before the shot. And the foul's on the floor, and they're not in the bonus yet. Although they're about to be. Bounce pass to the corner, but they just pushed into the bonus. And we force a turnover. Other direction. Driving inside. Layup is no good. Danny Wolf dropping for it. Who's got it? Auburn does. I mean, are you kidding me? And they have just been monsters with some of these uproarious rebounds. Driving more, no good. Tipped up in the air, gets his own rebound. There's the pressure. It goes off the rim. Who gets the ball? Auburn does. They'll move the basketball. 9:58 to go. Shot good. And now they lead 49-48. But at least that took so much time. And I don't know why we're calling a timeout. Or they just, calling a timeout. And Cardwell is doing the fingers again. Well, for all this momentum and for all that possession, it's only a 1-point lead. 49-48 Auburn. About 9:30 to go. Ugh. I don't like the way that possession went. Well, back to UCLA Ole Miss, and there's a big screen. The way that the screen was extremely physical. Bit of a shellacking on that side. Comes out to the left corner. Pull-up shot. Good. And Ole Miss is within 9. Betts is back on the court. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. I don't know what that was about, guys, but it is still 49-48 Auburn. By the way, less than a minute to go in the second. It's still 3-1 Rangers. And that one tipped up in the air. Danny's trying to get it. It rolls out. Whose ball? Our ball. I believe it's our ball. No, it's Auburn ball. Sorry. Tipped away and a foul. Oh, that's weird. Ruben just tried to tie up the guy's arm. Auburn is mid. USD lax. Is that? That's not Eric. That was Eric. First shot is good. And I can get a 3-point lead. Thanks to Chad Baker Mazzara. He hits the second. 51-48 Auburn. The senior from Santo Domingo that went to Colonia High School. In Middlesex County, New Jersey. Left corner, Danny Wolf thinks about a 3 for a tie. Instead, he'll drive inside. Danny pivots. Right corner. Danny back at the right wing. Swivels it to Ruben. Ruben Jones. Ruben driving. Ruben finger rolls it in. It's good. And we trail by 1 now. 51-50 Auburn. Still bring it up to Hod Pettiford. Pettiford driving inside. Blocked! By Vlad and nowhere to go for Baker Mazzara. Just start using the same name as my name. What, Eric? 55-44 UCLA, by the way, at the end of the third quarter. It still says halftime, Purdue and Houston. Now, they got to be out by now. They're about to start the second half. Maybe it's not. Big shot is good. I think that was a 3. Yes, it was. 54-50 Auburn. That appeared to be Denver Jones who let that go. Danny Wolf thinks about the 3-pointer. Danny drives inside. Danny pivots. And it's out of bounds. It's Auburn ball. They stole it from his hands. Just... Oh, they knocked it. He knocked it out. I don't know how that's not ball. 7 turnovers in this half. It's been a problem. Auburn leads by 4. Now they lead by 7. Top of the key, Denver Jones. 57-50 Auburn. And it's their largest lead. Our largest was 8. Their largest now is 7. And they're on another scoring run. A 3-pointer here would be good. And we'll take whatever we can get. It goes off the top of the basket and it's out of bounds. I mean, just dumb mistakes right now. And they're going to take a TV timeout. Boy, it looks bleak right now. 7-point lead, 57-50 Auburn. 7:38 to go in the second half. Okay, UCLA is still playing here in a women's game. They're coming out of a Commercial timeout, I believe. Or are they starting the fourth? I think they're starting the fourth. End of the second period, 3-1 Rangers, by the way, against the Ducks. Bottom of the seventh is 7-1 Diamondbacks against the Cubs. 5-0 A's against Seattle. 3-3 still Atlanta and San Diego. And bottom of the sixth, 2-2. Some substitutions come in. A 11-point lead for UCLA. They're up 55-44. Throws it inside. Lauren Betts lays it in. Lauren Betts for UCLA, and it's 57-44. Ole Miss transition other direction. Going outside off at the right corner. Lauren Betts tries to keep it in, and UCLA does. Here come the Bruins with speed. To the outside again. Turning off the second. Dropped, and the lay-in is good. It is 59-44. Now the Bruins are on their own run. But right now it is still a dominant performance. It's still 31-31 early in the second half. Houston and Purdue. But again, we were mentioning about Denver Jones. He hits a key three-pointer. An 18-2 run for Auburn. They have the ball. We got to find a way to get it done right now. 7:35 to go in the second half. Hopefully that TV timeout helped. Pick and roll. Top of the key, they'll drive. Jones lays it in. And it's a 9-point lead. It's been the biggest of either team in this game. Talking about a lead. Roddy Gale Jr. with the ball. Only gotten one field goal so far, and this last time, Vlad dunks it home, but a foul on Auburn. Gotta stop these guards. Broom has 3 fouls. It'd be great if you could draw a foul. Again, these they almost went out of bounds. These mistakes. Michigan can't make these just stupid mistakes. They're getting a little jittery, and I get it. I get the youth. I understand that, but that's got to be fixed. Danny Wolf. Danny spins. They got to get this ball off soon. Vlad, now, he's got to shoot it. He hooks it in. A backwards hook, and he draws a foul. He hits this within only 6. Oh my God, it's a behind-the-back skyhook. You needed Vlad to get going, and boy, looks like he might be right now. Houston's up by 4, by the way. Michigan is full of veterans. What are you talking about? Not with the team. This is a young team. This is a very young team. Michigan was in the NIT last year. I don't know what you're talking about. There's a lot of transfers. Broom is going to go out. He has 4 fouls, but you think he might be in the game. Here's the other thing. Now that Broom's going to be compromised, remember, as this is hit, they are going to, they're going to have to do one or two things. They're going to have to go through completely, since Mazzara has 3, Johnson has 3, and so does Broom, Denver Jones, meaning they either have to go completely with him with speed, or slow it down. I think they're trying to go through Jones slowed down. That's going to be tough to do because that's not really his game. Shot clock's low. Good defense by Vlad. But then they got by Vlad that close quickly to Hod Pettiford. And that's the one guy that can go fast and slow in a meter of moments and isn't facing foul trouble. So watch him. Watch those two guards, I would say, right now. Don't have to worry too much about the bigs. It's an 8-point lead again. Pump fake. Vlad, no good. Rebound up in the air. Vlad gets it. He's fouled. And that, I think, is going to be the 8th or 9th foul on Auburn. And now Mazzara has 4. So 2 bigs have 4 fouls for Auburn. Who'd they put it on? Foul is on Baker Mazzara. Vlad the first. Got it. I mean, at that point, I guess. Am I going to stream again this weekend if Michigan loses? Maybe I'll just go to hockey. I don't know. Well, I'll probably, as Vlad misses the second, I might stream the Final Four. I don't know. I haven't made that decision yet. Auburn bringing at the right wing. Is it going to be State Wolverines or State Auburn? No, it's not State Auburn. Bedford for 3 off the rim. No good. Rebound. Whose ball? Auburn ball. Roddy, I think they got to review this. Did they not review this? See, this is, I don't understand. Again, the most obvious calls they don't review, and then these obvious calls, they look for the fingertip. It's weird. 61-54, Auburn lead. Don't let him get off the man. Pettiford with 3-point shot, he hits it. Ten-point lead for Auburn. Somehow he keeps it alive and hits a monster 3. Auburn by 10. 5:10 to go. 64-54 Auburn. All right, the other game, Houston. Moving the ball, 14:40 to go in the second half. Floater off the rim, no good. Boilermakers carry the rebound and push with pace. We're back to Atlanta. That was quick. He's a reporter, used to be a goaltender for the Devils, Carolina, and the Rangers. I find that hard to believe. I'm sorry. 5:54 to go in the fourth. 63-49 UCLA, by the way. Top of the 8th, 8-1 Diamondbacks. Top of the 8th, 6-0 A's. That's 2-2. Dodgers have tied it up. Three-pointer for Vlad is no good. That would have been big. And he misses it. And now Auburn bring it up. Right wing losing it. Pettiford. Pettiford driving, tough fadeaway. Good. And he's fouled. 66-54 Auburn. Good shot for Pettiford. And he'll hit the other. 13-point lead for Auburn. Gotta stop the bleeding. 67-54. Here's Vlad driving inside. Vlad twists, turns, Euro step layup. No good, but a foul. I think that might be the only thing to save us. In fact, we're going to the bonus plus. You know what? I would like to see the Wolverines come back to a trap here. And Vlad hits it. And he'll hit the second as well. It is tapped up, and it's out of bounds. With 4:07 to go in the second half. I think we'll just do this game. I don't think we're going to go to the other. Crossover, driving inside, pump fake, floater no good. We trail by 11, but need help with 3:53 to go. Need a run. Driving inside, Danny Wolf. Danny, pump fake, no good. Taken away by Auburn. He lost it off the out-of-bounds line, the baseline. Pettiford feeds one to the right corner for three. No good. It goes off and it's banked. And here come the Wolverines again. Driving inside. Floater, no good. Tapped up in the air. Again, the rebounds. For Auburn, they've been a problem. And we go to break. Auburn is dominating. They lead only by 11, but it's late. We got to make a run. 67-56, Auburn. It's kind of cool. Show the amount of shots of quality for Lauren Betts. No scoring changes yet in any of those other baseball games. I think they're still at the end of the second. Yep, still 3-1 Rangers. UCLA trying to get away from the trap. And it's still 67-53 Bruins there. I forget. I don't talk to him that much on Instagram. Like occasionally, I'll message him, but I don't really message him. It's more like just messaging comments. It's probably the same one, but I don't know. I mean, why he would change that wouldn't make a lot of sense. So, you know. Right now, UCLA trying to throw it in here. It's out of bounds. But they say to re-inbound it. Bruins moving the ball. Another foul. And a fourth foul for Betts. So UCLA may be able to climb back. Or, excuse me, Ole Miss might be able to climb back in this. A little bit. Oh, wow. The Leitner shot against Kentucky was 33 years ago today. Well, we know that sent Duke to the Final Four. And it's slam dunked home for Auburn, and they are just being dominant right now. Chaney Johnson, 69-56. Auburn, hopefully the number one seed won't survive, but they lead by 13. We need 3-pointers. Danny Wolf, back out to Trey. Trey, top of the key. Trey, crossover, step back. Trey in traffic, blocked again. Danny trying to get the rebound. Whose ball? Auburn ball. You could just see it at this point. Michigan is not trying to have their heads down, but no field goals in approaching 5 minutes. This team is young, and I understand you're saying they're veterans from FAU. I get it, but they're still not wily veterans, and they don't have the team chemistry of somebody like Auburn. It's really tough to match. As Roby comes down, Broom will have 2 free throws coming, 2:03 to go in the second half. By the way, 68-53 UCLA. About 4:16 to go. And they have entered the third period in the Honda Center. Still 3-1 Rangers. This shot is no good from the charity stripe. San Diego, the Padres, have just gone up 4-3 in the bottom of the 8th against Atlanta. So now they are 3 outs away from winning the ball game. The second free throw is good, and we got a timeout. Or no, a foul on Denver Jones, sorry. So we're in the bonus plus. They're in the bonus plus. And Damari will have a couple of shots. We trail by 14 with 1:55 to go. All right, I don't even know what. Those 3 sentences don't make any sense. And you got it. You might have to stop. Well, I'll say this. We didn't a lot of us didn't even think we were going to make the tournament, let alone get to the Sweet 16. Wins over UC San Diego and Texas A&M. Hopefully a win over Auburn, although that looks unlikely now. Layup no good. It's not over, especially if we get some perimeter shots here. Roddy for three, no good. We'll get the rebound, though. Fed it back out. Shetter to Namari. Namari driving. Cutting it, top of the key, under 90 seconds to go. Namari, deep three. It's Britt that's up in the air, and we'll settle down with the rebound. A foul on Auburn. Roddy Gale will have some free throws coming here. Opportunity to make it a single possession game, but might be a little too late. We'll see. Yeah. 121 to go in the second. 70-59 Auburn. Kelly will come in. He'll hit the second. So it's one, not possession, but it's a single-digit lead, sorry. Here's the trap, 70-60. Auburn lead. Can we get the basketball here? And a foul on Pettiford. And I think he scored the layup, which was way after the whistle. By the way, even though Betts is in foul trouble, it appears like UCLA's on their way to winning. They're up 74-57 with 1:33 to go. It bounces in. The first bounces in for Jones. You can go back if you want. It's up to you. 1:12 to go in the second. Second is hit. And a 12-point lead for Auburn. And there's Pettiford going to the bench. Now it looks over. Inside, Namari dunks it home. Well, we're within 10 again, but we need breaks under a minute to go. That almost was it. Foul. And Roddy Gale Jr. By the way, they're in the ninth inning in Seattle, in Arizona, and in San Diego. The Padres and the Diamondbacks both 3 outs away from winning. Nathan, I'm not trying to distract you from that. Your Padres are 3 outs away from winning the game. You're not paying attention to that? And top of the 8th in Chez Ravine, it is 2-2 between the Dodgers and the Pirates and the Tigers. LA has never led in that game. The free throw good. 74-62. Auburn leads back up by 12. Here we go again. Got to hit threes, though. Danny's going the other way in transition. Danny is fouled with 50.1 to go in the game. All right, well, I'll just update you. I don't know why UCLA is shooting technical free throws, but yet they are. Up 75-57. But Auburn looks like they're headed to a Sunday night matchup against State. Danny's first. No good off the rim. And he was a key player who helped the Yale Bulldogs upset Auburn last year, but doesn't look like we're going to be able to beat Auburn. He'll miss the second free throw and will immediately get the foul. Now the shot is good. The first shot is good. By the way, LSU's coach is still in the building in Spokane, and obviously they're going to play the winner of Ole Miss and UCLA, who's up 76-57 against Ole Miss. And that shot is good as well, 76-62. Auburn. Transition for LJ. It's a three. Well, maybe not done yet, although a 9-point lead. It would look tough. You need steals, and they're perfect in precision with their passing. Slam dunk for the former Colonia Patriot, Chad Baker-Mazara. 30 seconds left. LJ again. This one hits the scoreboard. And just like that, how unlucky, the shot clock is kaput. 29 seconds left, and I don't think we're going to beat Auburn. Vlad will substitute off. Yeah, our next stream here is probably going to be the Final Four. If I do it, it would be the Final Four next Saturday. Let's see who's there. Unfortunately, it won't be the Wolverines. He's dancing with the ball. That's going to be their number 0, Tahad Pettiford. And Michigan's magical season comes to an end. Very unfortunate, but it ends in the Sweet 16. Auburn wins. And they will go to their third Elite Eight, the third number 1 seed to win. The fourth number 1 seed is up by 10 with 7:55 left. 56-44 against Purdue. They win 78-65. And our season is over. But Auburn will meet State. And hopefully the Tigers will go to the Final Four. Because they certainly don't want it State. But we got a 1-2 matchup. Auburn and State on Sunday night in Atlanta. Good night. Happy basketball, everybody.